Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. I'm your host, Wayne Holloway, and thank you once again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like always, if you want to see something on our show or you have a bright idea that you want to see us implement on the show, drop them in those comments below or hit us on any one of our social media outlets. Holler at us, we holler back. Without further ado, let's jump right into this. We got a hot show for you tonight. But first, let me introduce you to my co-host. And he goes by the name of Mr. Steven Rubain. How you doing, sir?
Trying to get into the festive spirit of the holidays.
Yeah, it's that time of the year.
We're going to get those first Saturday games going.
Yep.
Get ready for this Christmas Day, 3 games on Christmas Day. So I'm excited.
It's a full schedule. Don't it seem like NFL comes so fast, NFL goes so quick?
Oh, my God. It's scary how fast it goes.
Yeah, it's like as soon as you get your mouth wet, it's over.
It's over. I mean, we're in the fantasy playoffs now. Ooh.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Brutal week.
Your boy I've been getting it handed to me. You're in my leagues.
Yeah.
Do you realize I did not make the playoffs in any of my leagues this season?
Oh my God.
None of them.
I'm just thankful for 2 weeks I had buys, because if I didn't have those 2 buys, I would have been out of every game. I lost everything this week. So
it was crazy for me. Other leagues I get into, other people run. I'm deep in the playoffs.
Right. There's no rhyme or reason with fantasy football.
Same team, dang near, Steve. Same team. How am I out the playoffs already? In my leagues, but in these leagues, I'm thriving.
Yeah. Back in the day, you had guys who you just knew were fantasy studs. You could trust them. In today's NFL, it's just a toss-up. You're just lucky week to week. You don't know who's going to do what.
By week 4, my IR positions were full. I had people that was on IR and out in my lineup. Mm-hmm. You know, it was crazy this season. It was crazy.
It was a crazy season. I think this is probably the craziest I can remember as far as just overall just toss-up of everything. There was nobody you could trust throughout this year.
Nobody.
I mean, even the top players have had bad weeks.
That's not exactly true, because the unexpected people turn out to be solid this season.
That's just solid though. Like last year, you had Saquon, who does from start to finish, was a stud.
Oh, well, you're talking about an individual player. I was talking about these teams, how the NFL is upside down right now, where we got teams that we knew were going to be better, but we didn't expect them to be dang near fantastic.
Oh, we're going to get all into that. Oh, my God. We got such a changeover this year in the NFL as far as the elite guys, the guys who you expected to be in the playoffs, probably will not be in the playoffs this year. I mean, I know Madison Avenue is shuddering to think,
my goodness,
can we really have a Denver versus Chicago Super Bowl, or even,
But that's what I love about the NFL. The unpredictability, the excitement of somebody you consider the nobody turning out to be everybody. Somebody that just jumps in and is shining like a star.
Right. Yeah, we got some new stars coming out this year for sure. We're gonna get all into that. We're gonna get into everything as far as it goes. This change over the NFL.
Where are we going first, Steve?
Let's start with the NBA Cup. We've been pretty consistent on this NBA Cup. We've given it every opportunity to see if it's going to make it. Tonight, they're having the championship of the NBA Cup.
Yes, sir.
San Antonio Spurs versus the New York Knicks.
Let's go.
I guess if not having the Lakers in it, I guess this is probably the second best option, because you got New York City, Knicks fans are passionate fans. And then you got Wemby, who I guess they're saying is going to be the face of the league. And so better to showcase him now. So Let's see. Did we get a score update? We're right in the center of the game now. So while he's looking at the score update, let's see how they got there. So the Spurs upset the Thunder by 2, 111-109, and then the Knicks dominated the Magic to get to the championship game. So what we got? Score update?
Spurs Knicks. Spurs 46, Knicks 40.
Ooh, 46-40 Spurs. So
6 minutes and 59 seconds in the second quarter.
So we'll keep you guys updated as that's going along. But if we get here, you guys should know the final of the game. But we want to see how this plays out. We want to see if, like I said, the Knicks are one of those franchises that are elite franchises as far as fan base goes.
Right,
the Spurs have had, of course, a lot of success back in the Tim Duncan, Robinson days, but right now they got that new superstar Wemby. So let's see how he performs on the big stage.
The only thing about Wemby I can say is that, well, he needs to be more of a personality. He is a great player,
right,
but it seems like I get more personality right now out of Tommy, the baseball player, and he doesn't even speak the language right. He's not there with the language, but he's more of a personality. You more feel him in your home, and he has a translator translating for him.
Well, he doesn't lack he lacks in personality. He definitely has ego. I don't know if you heard this week when they asked him about who the best player in the NBA is now, and he said he was talking about, of course, mentioned about Shea Gildress. He mentioned about Jokic. He says, well, but as soon as I'm back on the court, I'll be the best player in the NBA. Yeah, that didn't go over well with a lot of the old dogs who are like, look here, young man, you've only played 20 games in the league. You're not in a position yet to call yourself the best. And those old Jordanite people hate the fact that he's calling himself the best anyway, because you're a Jordan fan. Jordan was always very modest as far as talking about who the best was, and so
I don't care about that. This is a new style of player. This is a new age, and if you don't believe in you, who gonna believe in you, Steve?
Yeah, but we're talking about though the old dog versus the new dog. People like that old dog. They like that whole, prove yourself with championships. You don't need to tell us you're great. Show us you're great with championships. And so
hey.
That's kind of like the argument is, Gildress has a championship. Jokic has a championship. Giannis has a championship.
Right.
What do you have?
I like my players with swag. And when you got a player that talks the talk, you got to walk the walk when you talk that stuff. When you talk that stuff, you come in with all the sauce. We want to see it the sauciest. Bring it.
Get that ring around your finger. Get that ring, and then you can talk all the sauce you want.
Hey, did you see when he embarrassed Trey Green? Did you see?
He looked like a little boy playing against a man.
He dunked over and looked at him like, "Hey, little man, what you standing here for?" Pat him on his butt. Run down the court. Do something with yourself.
He said, "You the old school defense. I'm the new school, dominated on offense." And so,
definitely.
There's no question. If he could just bulk up, if he could put on 20, 25 more pounds, just a muscle.
Ooh, he'd be
in a whole different stratosphere, because that's the only thing on his game right now is beating him up, roughing him up. But if he can put that muscle on,
he doesn't have the muscle, but he still plays like he got weight like Shaq on him.
Yeah.
Draymond don't be going for that type of stuff.
No. Draymond's gonna take his knees out next time. Next time they play, he's just gonna go for the knees. Draymond's that kind of player.
Yes, but it looked like he was put in check. He didn't do anything. Or maybe it's all the suspensions and losing the money. He's like, you know what? He looked at him like, do you know what I'll do to you, man?
Speaking of villains, did you see that whole thing with Dylan against our guy LeBron? Well, my guy LeBron. You deny him, even though he's a Laker. But LeBron versus Dylan.
You keep throwing mud on my name when it comes to LeBron. Look,
he's a
LeBron.
Laker.
I cannot say anything. He is a generational talent. He is a giant on the basketball court.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have no hate in my heart for LeBron. I am just purely a Kobe person. Mamba mentality over here, Steve. And now that Kobe is not on the court anymore, I moved to Steph Curry. I'm a Curry person now.
Oh my goodness.
So it is what it is. I have no hate for anyone else.
But when it comes to basketball, you're saying the blasphemy of what he just said.
Huh?
This is like somebody who was a Bears fan now sitting here saying they love Jordan Love.
What?
How can you be a Bears fan and say that you like Jordan Love? How can you be a Lakers fan and say you like Steph Curry? It's like me sitting here saying, now that the Redskins don't have, I'm now a Dak Prescott fan.
I said I'm a fan of players. I'm a Laker fan, but I like Steph Curry. I like Wemby.
You can like him from a distance, but you can't be a Laker fan and sit there and call on them.
Look, Steve, you cannot define Laker fan. You're not. Steve, you're
I'm a Laker fan, Laker for life. Look, I want you guys, when you guys watch this show, if you are a Laker fan out there, please correct him. We want to hear it in the comments.
First of all, this man Steve, if you want to correct somebody, he has hated on us every step of the way. The only time he started liking the Lakers was when LeBron stepped on the court. He should burst into flames right now with I'm a Laker fan and trying to check the diehard Laker. Do you know I would fight with people at sports bars over the Lakers? Yeah. Stop it, Steve.
Oh my goodness.
You spit so much venom on the Lakers over the years, and now that LeBron is part of the Lakers, that's the only reason that you're riding with us. I see you with a Laker hat on maybe 4 times now.
Because the last 7 years, the Lakers have looked good. We've seen some of the best basketball with LeBron on the Lakers.
The Lakers have always looked good. LeBron is just a player passing through.
Okay. 7 years passing through?
Yeah.
That's a long time passing through.
7 years and we got what? A bubble championship. Hey, but it is what it is. Some people love that type of stuff.
It is a championship, but let's go on. We can talk about this all day. This is an hour right here.
It's his fault, people. He knows how to.
I know how to get that little screw.
He know how to do that to me. You know what I mean?
And we haven't even got to the Panthers yet.
Look, Steve.
We haven't even got to the Panthers yet.
Look, Steve. Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on top. I know you're ready to kick me, but you ain't gonna be able to kick me that bad. We all right. We all right still. But are we still in the NBA Cup or are we moving on?
We need to go to college football. We need to do a little college football.
I don't want the college football.
I gotta digress a little bit in this college football because it's personal. Bowl season started last Saturday, and school I went to my freshman year, Prairie View A&M, was in the Celebration Bowl. Those who aren't familiar, the Celebration Bowl are the 2 top teams in historically Black college football.
Right.
You got the SWAC and you got the MEAC. Those are the 2 dominant Black. I say Black college, they're not called historically Black colleges, but it's Black college football. And so Prairie View, which has long been a team that has lost a lot, and I say a lot of games, they still hold the record for losing almost 9 straight seasons in a row. I think it was like 98 games, 99 games. So it was a crazy number of games they lost over a 9-year period. So this team has just been devastated with losing. So now for the first time in the team's history, they make it to the Celebration Bowl. So they're playing against South Carolina State Bulldogs. They have a 21-0 lead at halftime. I'm dancing. I'm calling old alumni, talking smack to. I said, we might win this game. I just knew we were going with 21-0 at halftime.
21-0 at halftime?
21-0. Second half starts, and then they remember why they are Prairie View University. Team scores 21 points in the first 8 minutes of the second half. Scores tied. So I said, "Oh, this is over. I might as well just turn this off.
21
I'm ready to turn it off. I just give it out." Yeah, in the third quarter, the first 8 minutes of the third quarter, it was so quick. I said, "Wasn't the score just 21-0?"
You blink your eyes 3 times.
And then something happened.
I said, did I fall asleep? What happened?
Did I fall asleep? I better keep a track of this game. So then in the fourth quarter, we had one of the best fourth quarters in many bowl games. It kept going back and forth, touchdown, 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 touchdown. So 35-35, game goes into overtime. Now, you know, in college football, they got that different overtime they do in the NFL. So those who don't know about college football, in overtime, you get the ball at the 25-yard line. Each team gets a chance to score from their 25-yard line. So basically, you're almost locked into a field goal, but you want to get a touchdown because the other team gets the ball, they get a touchdown, you lose.
Right.
So first overtime, each team gets a touchdown. So we go to second overtime. In the second overtime, South Carolina State has the ball first. Prairie View intercepts the ball. So now with the interception, Prairie View now can just win the game on a field goal. They don't have to, they can just keep the field goal and win the game. But of course you want to try to get a touchdown, you would think.
What for?
So first down they go for, second down, it's 3rd and 3. Now what would you do on the 3rd and 3 at the other team's 20-yard line? What would you
kick the ball?
You gonna kick the field goal?
Yeah, I would.
Hell, no. You got a freshman kicker. This is college football. This is a not even a redshirt freshman. This is a straight freshman kicker who's already missed 2 field goals in the game.
Wow. Okay, so you got to go for it then.
You got to go for it. What does the Prairie View coach do? He decides to just line the ball up. You know, they do that dumb play where like the quarterback just goes and just sits down on the ball to line it.
With the hash marks?
With the hash marks.
To where the kicker says, "This is my favorite spot." Yeah.
So at this point, as soon as they did that, I said, this guy's going to miss the kick.
Hey, see, that's why I don't like watching games with you, Steve. Yeah. You go to Vegas with Steve and you play some bets. It could be in at halftime. Oh no, second quarter, and we got a bundle on the game. Steve was like, they're gonna mess around and lose the game. I don't want to hear that stuff, Steve.
I'm a half glass empty guy.
Be positive until we see different. I don't want to feel bad while we winning. Steve make you feel bad while you're winning. We should have it, but this guy just don't trust this guy.
I'm sitting here watching this kick, and I'm sitting here saying, this guy's gonna miss this kick. I said, given our history, we've been losers for the last 50, 60 years. You got a chance to win the game, and you're gonna sit there and depend on a freshman kicker. First of all, the kicker looked like he's about 245, 50 pounds. He was pudgy. I need my kickers to be slim. This guy looked like you gotta go back and look at this. If you saw this,
what happened, Steve?
He missed the kick, of course. And so I'm sitting here banging on my head. I said, so you know my next words are, we're gonna lose the game.
You were saying that when they was doing what they were doing. I know you.
Yeah. So at this point, I said, "Oh, there's no way we can win this game now. We had destiny in our hands, and we put our hands on a freshman
in the palm of your hands.
In the palm of your hands, you got to go for the touchdown. You got to at least make an attempt for the touchdown. You can't just sit there and set up a freshman kicker like that and put all the pressure on him.
And
38-yard field goal in the NFL is nothing. But in college football, any field goal is a risk.
My heart goes out to that young man. Everybody needs to watch him every second of the day. Don't let him be by himself.
Because it ain't like the NFL when you go to your house. He has to go to his dorm. He has to go to the football players.
He has to go through the
He has to walk around
campus. He got to look people in the face. And you know the way college is, everybody lives and breathes with their sports.
He got to go to classes.
Ooh, the teachers don't like you. Your name just mud.
The teachers don't like you
all week long. Mud.
The girls are gonna hate you. The guys are looking at you like you loser. Oh my God.
The janitors don't even like you, sir.
I would not want to be him.
Hey.
Well, at that point, you just got to transfer. This is when the transfer portal comes in handy. I don't know who this kid. I got to look up his name. I don't know his name on top of his head. He should just transfer immediately. They ain't no use to even start going back.
Leave him alone, Steve. Leave him alone. He got it rough enough before us to go in on him. Hey, he went in on himself by missing that kick.
I mean, oh my God. So of course they lost the game by 2.
There it is.
And that poor guy is going to live in infamy as the guy who could have been the hero and given the first championship to a college. And now he's going to be the GOAT who is known for choking on the field goal. So I feel bad for the guy.
That's a rough one.
That's a rough one. So yeah, so that started off the college football season. We got a bunch of games this week. We're going to be getting into the first of the playoff games this Friday. Right. So we're going to have, I believe, is Oklahoma against Alabama. Trying to put the other 3 games. I know we got James Madison. Let me see.
Wait a minute. We got an update. It's a minute and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Spurs are 56 and Knicks are 54 on their heels.
Close game. Good. Close game. That's what we need. So we're going to keep you guys updated there. Let me go over these real quick. This college football playoff bracket. As I mentioned, this Friday and Saturday, we're going to have 4 games in this playoff. First game on Friday is Alabama versus Oklahoma. That's our all-Southern game. Then in our other Southern, we got a lot of Southern games. We got Tulane versus Ole Miss. On Saturday, we got Miami versus Texas A&M. And then to close it out, we got James Madison versus Oregon. So next week, we're going to give you guys those 4 games. We're going to figure out who wins, and then we're going to have the top 4 seeds play against those teams to narrow it down to the final 4.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna lie to you. I'm a fan of the 12 team play.
Right.
They're talking about going to 24. I think 24 is too many. I think 12 is a great number. You know, you got people like the Notre Dame people who are still crying over the fact they were left out. We talked about that last week.
Yeah, and I wish they would get to the bottom of that. Stop with the old ways where you flip a coin for it so a team that shouldn't be there can get in. Let's do it official. You know what I'm saying? Put college together the way the way professional sports are put together. They're getting paid now. Put it together right. Get it right. You know, they got some work to do. Let's see if they do it. You know,
look, Notre Dame, they control their schedule. Put all the meat on their plate you can. Don't play any sour pusses. If you want to make sure you get in the college football playoff, play an elite schedule.
Exactly.
That's the only way to do it. I mean, that's the way to do it.
It's the only way to fly.
So I don't feel any pity on them, but let's get to NFL because we kind of digressed from my period. It was personal with Prairie View, so I had to get that out of my system.
NFL
so I feel better now. So now we can get to what really matters. NFL recap.
Why are you smiling like that, Steve?
Should we start on it or should we wait to the middle of the? I'm gonna let you decide. Do you want to start with it? Or do you want to go to the middle? Or should we end?
You know, I know you want to make it about me. I know you want to kick me, but let's go through some games.
It actually is more about me it's just when I tell you I'm right, and then you tell me I'm wrong, and I got to prove I'm right again. You know, I live for that.
You watched the game, Steve?
Of course I did.
So, all right, let's get right into it because he's pushing it. Panthers, we went down there to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
We acted a fool in New Orleans, and I thought my coach had the recipe, but it's still a work in progress. It looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I like is you see we can beat any team any day, but we can also lose to any team any day.
And you know what I call that? I call that mediocrity. And that's what I told you from the beginning of the season. And you gave me, you know what?
What I give you?
I said either you're winning or you're losing. The worst thing to be in NFL is mediocre.
Well, we better than mediocre because we weren't predicted to even win 7 games, and we still have a chance to win the division.
Right.
But what I will say is, I didn't put nothing on this season. I just said we were going to shake the NFL this season. I said next season we're going to shock the world.
Okay.
I said this when Bryce Young got signed to the team before he played 1 game. I said Bryce Young is a work in progress. We won't see the real Bryce Young to year 4. This is 3. This is 3, people. Year 4. So I didn't put that much on it. What I will say is I love the team that we have, and I'm excited for the new additions we're going to get on defense in this offseason. But I'm excited that you guys haven't even seen us scratch the surface of the Carolina Panther offense. It's a work in progress.
Okay.
We're still searching for that identity. We know we're a running team, but my coach still is not balancing that ball. It's either all or nothing with one running back. Last game, it seemed like he understood the balance between both running backs. The play calling is suspect with my coach. It's suspect. I would love him to be the coach and to officiate over the offensive coordinator, because I need somebody who looks at the plays that works and implements the plays that work and don't shy away from the plays that have people second guessing everything. Bryce Young is a player that looks beautiful rolling right to left. He's ambidextrous. He can go either way. Either way. I like that. Use that, especially on fourth and third and 3s, 3rd and 4. Put a wide receiver out to the right, make him roll to the right or to the left. Give him an option. Have both running backs in the backfield, so when they roll, he can run. He can pass to the running back, or he could pass to one of the wide receivers that's out there. Give him options to no matter what side he rolls to. That's what his strong point is. You can see it. It's written all over the game. But you know what? I'm not going to critique him right here. If you're a Carolina fan, I got Panthers Corner. You can check out Panthers Corner. It's also brought to you by Blow the Whistle Sports. We go over all that. You know, we're not going to spend a million years. I'm going to let Steve kick me in the stomach because that's what he wants to do. But, hey, Carolina going to be all right. We're going to be all right.
That was beautiful. That was passionate. It was emotional, but it was wrong. It was wrong.
Okay.
Let me tell you, let's get the real talk going. See, there's this rah-rah. This is what I'm talking about. He's the glass full guy. He's the guy who's always going to sit there and give you that year 4 and da-da-da. Here's your problem. Your problem is, who's the number 1 seed in the AFC?
Isn't that
the Denver Broncos, right?
Yeah, Broncos.
Who's their quarterback?
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. Second-year quarterback, drafted how far down the draft? 10th, 11th, 12th. I think it was 12th and 13th.
Okay.
Who's the second team in the AFC?
Patriots, right?
Yeah. Who's their quarterback?
Drake
May.
Drake May. There you go.
Yeah, he was drafted the fourth quarterback in his year 2 years ago.
Okay.
Who's one of the top quarterbacks in the NFC? Caleb Williams.
Okay.
Who else is doing a steady work? All the quarterbacks in the last 2 or 3 years is passing Bryce Young by. We're seeing in the league a change of the guard.
That's expected.
Yeah, it's expected.
Because all those quarterbacks that you name, did they have to play for 3 different coaches in their first year? 2 different coaches in their first year?
No.
So, different situation.
Which goes back to the point.
Completely different situation.
No, it's not completely different because it goes back to the point. Quarterback.
None of those QBs had to go through any different philosophies.
Yes.
This one QB that you're talking about had to go through 3 different coaches' philosophies.
Absolutely. But then in the middle of your beautiful soliloquy, you brought up the main point that you're looking past now. Your coach is not ready. So if your coach is not ready, how is Bryce Young going to develop? This is a point that's being lost on you in this. You just mentioned they played the New Orleans Saints. The Saints wanted to roll over. The Saints were losing 17-7 going into the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah.
The game was the Panthers to win.
True.
What did the Panthers do?
We lost due to
what?
Officiating.
No. Yeah. You lost because instead of focusing on where the game should have been focused on is run the clock out. Don't put Bryce in any situation that's going to cause any turmoil. They decided to go, and I don't know what kind of calls they were making in the fourth quarter. They had no points, nothing off, nothing. They just made a field goal in overtime. They couldn't do nothing in the fourth quarter.
I agree.
Who's that on? When you got the playoffs in your hands and you're playing against a team that's playing for vacation, and you can't do nothing to lock the game in, whose fault is that?
Oh, I already blamed it on coaching.
Okay, so
I blamed it on our offensive coordinator, which is also the coach.
Yes,
I put that there. I put the blame firmly on the shoulders it need to be on.
So then the question still lies on, why should I have faith that you guys can get together when we're already seeing your coach can't get together? Why should I have faith in him to get together when he's already shown?
I believe we're going to be all right, man. I believe that
that's that glass half full.
The handwriting has to speak for itself. After you go over videotape and you see the horrible mistakes, it speaks for itself.
But
we will get an offensive coordinator. We can't cry over spilled milk.
Why don't you have one now?
That's coaching.
Okay, but you want me to have faith when you know going into when you got hired as a coach, you need to have somebody who's in there to develop. Bryce Young.
I get what you're saying is 1,000% right, but I also get where he was coming from, being though 2 coaches that got cut in the first place for making vital areas. I'm a person that if somebody's going to make a mistake to get me fired, who better not to make the mistake to get me fired than me? Will me appoint somebody when I know what should be done? His only issue, he has 2 issues. One issue is personnel on the field, right. At a timely manner. Hubbard and Donald both should be in at some times and coming out from the backfield to give Bryce an option on either side.
Okay,
we should be ready at any time so Bryce can go on the run or he can get the ball out. These are plays that were drawn up that were why we beat top teams.
Right.
And then we get into games like this and we don't see those plays anymore. So I get where you're coming from. I 1000%, but I believe we'll get over that hump. And first of all, you're a Washington Commander fan. We don't need you to believe, Steve.
Look, do you know the best news I heard from the Washington Commanders all season?
They're going to sit Daniels.
They're going to sit Jaden Daniels down.
I knew you would like that.
Hallelujah. That's the best news I heard all season from them, because at this point, why put him out there?
This is true.
This game against the Giants was the worst case scenario. We could have tied ourselves with the Giants as far as getting a higher draft pick. We're going to go out there and win the game. And now lose about 5 or 6 draft picks. Because of that loss. He needs weapons. There's nothing else Commanders need at this point.
The Washington Commanders need a running back.
I'm with you 100%.
They need a solid running back. The running backs coming out this year need to be traded to a team that has a bona fide quarterback. I believe you know who will be good. The Titans. Send them running backs to the Titans and get some draft.
I don't want no. I tell you who I want, and this is gonna be your name, Jeremiah Love. Have you Notre Dame running back? He just announced today he's coming out in the draft.
Right.
We need him.
Well, I didn't say get a running back. I said trade the running backs you have to the Titans for draft.
No, I don't want to. Why do I want the Titans running backs? Why?
Steve,
they've been intent on losing.
Your running backs.
Why would I want the Titans running backs?
Steve, you're not listening.
Yes,
I said trade your running backs to the Titans for draft picks.
Nah.
You know why? You get high draft picks from the Titans, and those running backs that you guys have fit better into the Titan offense.
Okay, but let's
listen again. For the Washington offense.
Why would the Titans take our running backs when they tanked all season to get more talent? This is not Carolina. They're not going to just make a stupid trade. The Titans have tanked all year.
Whoa. We throwing low blows out here right now. Where we at?
You acknowledge what's that? Time out. You acknowledge now that the trade for Bryce Young was a mistake. And no disrespect on Bryce Young, but the trade itself was a mistake.
They can go back to one of our old shows where I said that we should have kept Sam Darnold.
Right.
Sam Darnold before Baker Mayfield, because our defense was strong then also, and we were only a piece away from a good team. But the organization went totally away from that.
I agree, but that's my whole point.
That's what you get when you keep trading coaches. You have to get a system that everybody buys into, not get rid of the coach.
But I don't buy into your coach's system.
You have to get a system and deal with the coach with his system and give him stuff for a quality system, and that coach has to know what system to put around his QB.
But you yourself says your coach's system is suspect.
I didn't say his system was suspect.
He's suspect.
Offensive coordinator.
But he's offensive coordinator.
But that'll change. He's not going to say the offensive coordinator, Steve.
Okay.
That'll change. They're figuring it out.
But why did he not do it this year? It's his second year as coach. Why would he not get a coordinator this year? Especially when he knew Bryce Young needed development.
Because he's a coach and he made a call.
Okay.
And I didn't like the call, but I'm not quick to get rid of him, because getting rid of him could lead to a lot of people leaving and us having to start over again. I don't want to be the Cleveland Browns or Detroit Lions of old.
Yeah.
We've been through these years. Now we have something we can build from. We have a culture we can build from.
Okay.
We just need people to learn. Next season is the put up or shut up season.
Oh, I can't wait.
Carolina Panthers.
I can't believe me. I can't wait. But let's get to why this game was so important. Because Tampa Bay laid an egg in the fourth quarter against my favorite quarterback, the quarterback who's made the most money off of winning meaningless games, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
I'm going to. I know you guys.
Player, and you need an agent. Anybody playing sports, you need to go after Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
His agent is wonderful. He can talk deals out of nothing. Kirk Cousins' agent he's a master at what he does. He's a master at what he does. Yeah. He knows how to talk to people, and he knows how to place his talent in places where they're taken care of, period.
Yeah. The Almanac's going to throw a stat at you that's going to amaze you as far as why I hate Kirk Cousins so much. Since Kirk Cousins became a starting quarterback in 2012, 25 quarterbacks have won at least 2 playoff games. 25 quarterbacks. How many playoff wins does Kirk Cousins have?
1.
1 in 13 seasons as a starting quarterback. 1. How much has Kirk Cousins made in his career?
A boatload.
$400 million.
More than Patrick Mahomes?
More than Patrick Mahomes.
And Patrick Mahomes has 3 Super Bowls.
Has over 15 playoff wins in 5 less seasons. Tom Brady has 18 playoff wins, 35 total in his career. Tom Brady has made the same amount of money as Kirk Cousins has in his career. 23 years. Career. 23
the person
years.
That we call the GOAT at quarterback has made the same amount of money as Kirk Cousins.
In 23 years as a starter. Think about that. I mean, it blows your mind how Kirk Cousins has gone over.
Hey.
And you know the crazy part? With this win, he's going to get another contract. He's going to get, because you know why? Because a 44-year-old Phillip Rivers can come back. And we got to talk about Phillip Rivers because we just thought Phillip Rivers was going to go out there and get destroyed.
I didn't think he was going to get destroyed, but I didn't think he was going to look that good.
He didn't look that good. He won the game for the team.
Yeah.
With a minute left, they were winning. You got to ask your defense the whole Seattle not in that field goal. I mean,
yeah,
you can't blame Phillip Rivers for that loss at all. He did what needed to get done to win that game, and so
can't blame Phillip Rivers at all.
At all. He won the game for the team. The defense let them down in the last minute.
Phillip Rivers had my mouth like this.
Yeah. Was only sacked one time. Here's the crazy part. Was only sacked one time against the Seahawks defense.
He was out there making things happen.
Shedeur Sanders was sacked 5 times against the Titans, who were laying out the string. Phillip Rivers, who has no mobility whatsoever, got sacked 1 time the whole game.
Hey, I couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell.
You say he had no mobility. I can't tell. When you say Phillip Rivers, you better say respect.
Listen to me. I have the utmost respect for Phillip Rivers. If anybody questioned if he should be in the Hall of Fame, this game against the Seahawks might just put him back in. If he goes and plays the season out and gets a couple of wins, he might be a Hall of Famer. I mean, we might have to reevaluate.
Ain't no might be in my book.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers is that guy.
Unfortunately, he don't have that loss. Yeah, he don't have that Super Bowl.
I expected him to get creamed.
Yeah.
He must be out there when he's coaching these leagues or his team. He must be out there quarterbacking for him too, just to keep his edge.
Oh yeah.
I don't. Hey,
he was precise. He was doing the ball. I mean, he was doing everything that needed to get done to win the game. So I got the utmost respect for him, and he's earned the right now to start again this week. So it's going to be a big Monday night game. So that's going to be interesting to see how he is on the big stage. I mean, go ahead.
No. Off topic a little bit to people who were concerned about Patrick Mahomes. He had a successful surgery to repair his ACL and LCL.
Yeah.
Successful. So our prayers are out for him. Praying for Patrick Mahomes, get better. Successful surgery. That's what everybody wanted to hear. I love the way he plays, and I don't want it to be his last snap.
Well, Tom Brady made the best point on it because Tom Brady was saying in his ninth season, you guys remember Tom Brady, the first, I remember well because I had Tom Brady on my fantasy teams. Remember the first quarter, the first game of the season, he tore his ACL. Oh, just brought back some horrible memories.
Yeah.
There ain't no worse feeling than when you're in the first game of the season and your star quarterback goes down.
The guy you picked the first and second round that you spent a lot of money on.
Your first round pick, and you just like your whole season just went.
That season, I had Peyton Manning in mostly all my leagues.
Yeah, you were Peyton Manning. Oh my goodness, I had Tom Brady in about 4 or 5 leagues, and oh my god, my heart just dropped when he got hurt. But yeah, it was his ninth season, same as Mahomes, and he came back and had a good 14-year career. So
yeah,
that's very motivating for Mahomes to come back. Like you said, he had successful surgery. Knowing Mahomes, he's going to be working out probably tomorrow. So I believe he's going to come back, but I think the Chiefs are going to have to do a reset. When I say a reset, it's going to they got to do a reset.
The Chiefs need a running back just like you guys do.
They need a running back, but they need more than that. They need a reset. They need to get younger. Number one,
need a wide receiver.
And they need probably another impact defensive player. They need, Chris Jones has run his course, has had a great career, but I think they need to get a young, hungry defensive lineman who's a game wrecker.
Right.
They need a game wrecker. They need definitely a running back and definitely need an impact wide receiver. They got speed, but between the three of them, nobody stepped it up this year to take control of the team.
Yeah, that like I said, when we had an argument last game. The Chiefs, maybe Patrick Mahomes getting hurt, now they'll get some calls next season.
Yeah.
The referees this season, you can go back and look at every game. They turned off the flag. There was none of these.
No.
There was none of these being thrown as the Chiefs wide receivers being mugged on the field, as everything was happening. Holding, the referees put these in their pocket. They put them in their pocket. They made a concerned effort to let you know that, well, you guys complain. All right, we're gonna show you when a team gets no calls at all.
Yeah, well, like I said, I guess for the league, it's good now to do the reset now. Let's get these young teams. We mentioned already about the Broncos, the Patriots, the Bears. Let's get these new young teams going. I think the Rams got one last hurrah with Stafford. This is their year to get that one last chance.
The Rams,
it's going to make for interesting playoffs.
The Rams look nice.
They look nice. I mean, yeah, this is his last hurrah. I think this is Stafford's going out party. If he can get to the Super Bowl and win it, he'll retire. I mean, there's no better way to go out.
Long as he don't see Carolina, he'll be all right.
Okay. Anyway, but
I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, let's close out with my second favorite topic. Besides hating on Rodgers and hating on Kirk Cousins, the Dallas Cowboys.
Woo!
Those who follow the show for the last several years knows my favorite holiday in the winter is Cowboys are eliminated.
Kicking them. He likes to kick them.
Oh my God, I love the kick them.
We like to call this segment.
Other than Stephen A, I think nobody loves to kick the Cowboys more than I do.
Go ahead, Steve.
I've had this argument. I've had this argument for years how this team has abused the America's team mantra, has talked about how they are the organization, but yet you got to go back to the time when the Backstreet Boys were battling against NSYNC for top 10 songs. The last time the Cowboys played a meaningful game in January, February. But yet and still, this team has made billions of dollars for their owner, being sold off this lie that they are irrelevant.
With a B.
With a B. Billions. You know, he bought the team for like about $35-40 million, and now it's worth about $10 billion. I give him credit for that. I mean, that's an amazing investment in your product, but
must be nice.
Must be nice. But to abuse that fan base, to tease them every year, make them think this is going to be the year, and then every year they get that letdown. So here you go, Monday Night Football, Minnesota Vikings. Vikings have already been eliminated. You got a rookie quarterback. What did the Cowboys do? They let this rookie they let J.J. McCarthy get caught. Listen, J.J. McCarthy was he was doing the crick. He was dancing going into the end zone. There used to be a time back in the day when if you did that, some defensive lineman is going to take your head off. You remember them days?
The new NFL.
The new NFL.
The Shield.
The Shield. There used to be a time when you don't disrespect on in our stadium like that. But it's the new NFL. They let J.J. McCarthy look like the second coming of Brett Favre. He was throwing the ball all over the field, tore them up, and beat the Cowboys to eliminate them from the playoffs.
They got 1% chance.
They
got 1% chance, Steve.
The Eagles got to lose all 3 games, and the Cowboys have to win all 3 games. That's the only way they can make the playoffs.
Well,
the Eagles play the Commanders twice. It's over.
The irony of that is you being a Commanders fan, and we know that Jaden Daniels got sat on the bench for the rest of the season. He's been deactivated, and you are gloating in the fact that
the
Eagles are going to be able to beat the Commanders twice.
Yep.
So it really that 1% is
the 1% is going to end on Saturday. We got Eagles versus the Commanders on Saturday.
Who's your backup QB?
It's Mariota.
I like Mariota.
He's been looking good. I mean, Mariota's been
rapper.
Yeah, but you know the Eagles found their way. And let's before we get to the picks, though, let's talk about the Eagles for a second.
Let's do, please.
Because
that guy that likes to call in from the Eagles nest.
Yeah,
let's talk about that.
The Eagles are beginning the most. I mean, do you understand that there were actually people calling for Jalen Hurts to get benched? Can you imagine the sheer craziness that somebody would actually sit there and say, we need to bench Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP, the guy who only has been to 2 Super Bowls in his first 4 years? Do you understand for guys like us who have never experienced a Super Bowl or have to go back 30-some years to go to the Super Bowl, how painful that is, that Eagle fans are that arrogant?
That arrogant to think that if he wasn't playing, that y'all would even been in the
that y'all would be better. The team is 9-5, and you think it's like the whole world's coming to a head.
But they were okay with their wide receiver causing static when they were winning, but now they want to jump on somebody's back.
I mean, it's crazy. But that's the crazy part. They're 9-5. They're winning, and people are like acting like it's the end of the world. They're gonna win the division. They're gonna have a home game, and people and all year long, all you've been hearing about is how horrible Jalen Hurts has been and how horrible their offense has been.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Steve, and you know who the Eagles remind me of?
Who's that?
The Carolina Panthers. When it comes to this season, and could beat anybody, but lose to anybody also.
Yeah. I
That's
agree.
the one thing about the Eagles. I don't expect for them to lose a game when they're playing a game, but when they're in the game, and then I start seeing stuff like when it's 3rd and 4th, and they're throwing pass plays down to Brown when Saquon is averaging like 6 yards a carry.
Crazy.
I I see it happening in front of my face. It's way out stuff that goes on.
Yeah, but at least with the Eagles, you got the Super Bowl from last year on your plate. You can sit there and at least say that.
Yeah,
I mean that'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
That's what they lean on.
The playoffs.
That's what they lean on. You hear anytime Lamont from the Eagles nest calls in, he's always on. Well, until somebody else dethrones us, we are still the Super Bowl champions. Hey, you can't say nothing about that.
But look at the NFC though. The Eagles have already beaten the Rams, so they already got that on their plate.
So
then the Eagles beat the Bears.
So did Carolina. They already beat the Rams too.
I know they did too. Well, yeah.
I just wanted to point that out.
You did, and good point out. That's a good point out. And then you guys, yeah. Anyway. A little comeback. But
I just wanted to point it out. I'm just
pointing out here real quick that the Eagles are still the team to beat until someone proves otherwise. That's the whole point. In the NFC, they can beat any team in the NFC in the playoffs. Any day. And so
they can beat any team in the AFC.
Yeah. So I'm going to ride them until they show me that they can, But I don't know. AJ Brown, I don't know if he's going to be back next year. I don't know if he should be back.
Well, hey, if anything is let me know about this team is the city speaks loud when it comes to their decisions they make. And the city has been talking bad about the QB and saying nothing about the wide receiver.
No, nothing. When he drops a pass, nobody says nothing. But Jalen Hurts can do no wrong, can do no right.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, it's Philadelphia. Philadelphia's always been that way. So
Philly is Philly.
Philly is Philly. So I got it out of my system. Let's go on to these picks.
You ready to get into these picks, Steve?
Let's do them.
Are y'all out there ready to get into these picks? Hey, well, what week is this, Steve? What week is this? I don't want to make a mistake like I did last
week 16, I believe. I think we're down to 16, right? Because we're down to the last 3 weeks of the season. And this is a great week because we get Thursday football, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday football.
Yeah, it's week 16.
Week 16. Everybody gets a little piece of the pie. So
16. No, it's only 18 games. No, this got to be week 15, right?
No, this is week 16. It's 18 weeks of the season. So we got 3 more weeks.
Right.
We're going to start with the Rams Seahawks.
Okay, so it's week 16, and this is Blow the Whistle Sports, and we get into our weekly picks. Are you ready, Steve?
I am so ready. Let's do it.
Okay, so we go Thursday night. Rams go in there to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Who you going with, Steve?
The coach, and we're going to congratulations to Coach McVay, who Sunday night had his second daughter. After the game on Sunday, he had to rush to the hospital. His wife had a daughter, so congratulations to him. He can't be motivated for the game. You think he's going to be a little distracted? He just had his second child. I'm going to take the Seahawks with the upset. I think the Rams are distracted.
You could take the Seahawks if you want to. I'm taking the Rams. McVay just had a beautiful baby come into this world.
Yeah.
He's going to bring this baby in with a bang, and I'm going with Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua and Mr. Adams getting the W for their coach.
Okay.
Thursday night.
The Seahawks defense. They're going to come out this week.
We got two
Seahawks defense is fuming. They said we had what's his name all game. We couldn't even get to him. So they're gonna be like, we're gonna make up this week. We're gonna try to get 10 sacks.
Who the Seahawks play? They play. They play. They don't
played
want
the
to play.
Colts. They played the Colts, and then let what's his name go all over them.
Yeah. Rams all day long. The Seahawks defense has been exposed, in my opinion. They couldn't even get to Old Man Rivers.
They couldn't get to Old Man Rivers, so I think they're gonna take it out on Stafford. I think Stafford's gonna get at least 5 sacks. You heard it here first. He's gonna sack at least 5 times.
Hey, it's always good to be positive. We got 2 Saturday games. The Eagles go down there to Washington to play the Commanders. Who you got, Steve?
I'm taking the Eagles.
We both taking the
Eagles all the way.
It's unanimous. Now we going to a big game. Woo! The Green Bay Packers go in there to Chicago to play the Bears. Who you taking, Steve?
Well, before we get to the pick, we got to definitely give our, I hate the word used, not condolences. We want to hope for a quick recovery for Micah Parsons, who also tore his ACL this week. So he's out for the year. That's a devastating blow to the Packers defense.
Devastating.
I still think even with that, they're going to find a way to win this game. So I'm taking the Packers with the upset, even though I think it's in Chicago, right? It's a game in Chicago.
This game
I still want to take the Packers with the upset. I think they're going to find a way. Win it for Micah.
Yeah, I'm not a real believer in the Bears. They've been doing good, and I see them. But without Micah Parsons, I just don't believe in the Bears. The Bears got to show me something, and this is a game I really want to go with the Bears. I really want to go with the Bears this game, because they're playing in Chicago, and without that extra push from the, you know what, I'm gonna take the Bears in this game. Take the Bears, but I don't believe in the Bears. I believe they got away this season. They got away.
All right. Well,
but I'm just not buying into them yet. I haven't bought into them yet.
I think Jordan Love has something to prove. I think people have questioned his ability in December, January to get the job done. I think this is the game he's going to show out. So
I like the personnel on the Green Bay more than the Bears.
Yeah,
but I'm just going with the Bears with that hot hand, purely with the hot hand and the Green Bay losing their top defensive player.
Yeah.
Now we go into a game that's true to my heart. Tampa Bay comes down to Carolina to play us, the Panthers, at home, mano a mano. You know I'm going with Carolina. Who you going with, Steve?
Well, I'm going with Tampa. The Tampa opened the door last week, gave you guys the opening. This game could have been for the division crown. Carolina would have won the game. They could have won this game and had the division outright. Now it's going to go down to the last week.
You know what? I like a bird in the hand. I wish it would have went down that way.
Yeah.
It was a lot of bad calls in that game. A lot of bad calls from our coach also. But I did not like the officiating in the fourth quarter. A lot of missed calls, and then they call the same. Well, I don't even want to get into it. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk.
Yeah.
But what I will say is Carolina's ready, and all we got to do is come out with our A game, and we got this game. Okay. So you're taking the Bucks. I'm taking the Panthers. Yes. Moving on to the Bills marching into Cleveland, and I'm going to take the Bills to put hands on Cleveland.
Bills all day. And guys, I'm going to give a timeout this week. If you guys listen to my timeout, I'm going to do a Shador Sanders timeout again. It's time.
Oh, okay.
I gotta just make it real. Tell the truth. So
hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. So yeah, I got the Bills all day.
Both unanimous on the Bills. Moving on from LA, coming down to Texas to play the Cowboys. I'm taking the Chargers. Who you taking?
Oh, Chargers. Yeah, the Cowboys are done.
All right. And I like the Jets new logo for the Jets, but I'm gonna take the Jets to beat the Saints in the upset this week. Even if you really want to call it upset, 3-11 playing 4-10.
Yeah, I'm taking the Saints. I don't like anything I've seen out of the Jets.
All right, all right, all right. Now the Vikings are on the high. They're going to New York to play the Giants. I'm
Ooh,
gonna take the Vikings.
that's a good one. That's a good one. It's in New York, you said?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take the Giants just because it's outside.
All right, all right. And the Kansas City Chiefs without Patrick Mahomes going there to Tennessee to play the Titans.
The Chiefs still have a quality quarterback, their backup, Gardner Minshew, who, quite frankly, could be starting on about 6 teams in this league. Easy. I got the Chiefs still winning. I think now that everything is settled, they know they're not going to make the playoffs. The pressure's off them. I think they're going to be more relaxed. I think Minshew's going to come out there and have a strong year. This could be. I'm going to call this the lock of the week.
Yeah, I don't know about putting any money on them, but I'm gonna take the Chiefs also. I just want to know, what do you think? You think Minshew can get the ball to Kelsey?
Oh yeah, he's going to, because now Kelsey knows this is his last 3 games. They're gonna want to get the ball to Kelsey as much as possible. Watch these last 3 weeks. Don't be surprised he has between 25 and 30 catches.
Wow.
Because he's going to try to feed him the rock as much as possible. They know he's going to retire.
Okay, okay. Bengals going there to Miami to play the Dolphins. Who you taking, Steve?
God. The Dolphins, now they know they're eliminated from the playoffs. They have been playing better. They laid an egg the second half against the Steelers. The Bengals laid an egg the whole game. Do you think, let me ask you before I make my pick. Do you think Burrow wants out of town? Do you think Burrow's trying to force his way out of Cincinnati? I mean, this is a legitimate question I'm asking. Because when you start seeing the quarterback talking all that, I don't know if I want to play the game anymore.
Hey, I saw Andrew Luck do that, and he just retired from the game, period.
Well, that's true. But they also weren't going to let him out of his contract either. So do you think Burrow's trying to get out of his contract is the question.
I have to see a little more.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
But any team will give up the farm for him.
Yeah. So who are they playing against? The Bengals are playing who?
I can see Joe Burrow over there in at the Jets.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Easy. He can go to the Saints. I mean, think about him going back down to New Orleans. Well, he's a hero. And
yeah. So, but who are you taking in that game?
We got Bengals versus who?
The Dolphins.
God, I need a coin. Coin flip. I guess the Bengals.
Yeah. I'm going to take the Bengals only because the coach from the Dolphins threw Tua under the bus and said,
"Yeah, what's going on?"
He didn't, basically, like, he didn't look good, and if we got a chance at the better QB, we'll take it.
Yeah, what's going on there?
He did not like the quarterback, but he was vocal, and that's one thing you don't do if you're not planning on getting rid of the QB.
Yeah.
So basically, the coach is saying, owner, it's not on me. It's our QB one, and we need a new one. And there's some people on the market, and let's give up the farm for Joe Burrow. I'm just playing. But let's move on to the Falcons going down to the Arizona to play the Cardinals. I'm gonna take the Falcons.
Well, let's see. Kirk Cousins had the game of his life last week. He does what he likes to do, is win when they don't need to win. So this week, he's going to lose the Cardinals. Watch. Take the Cardinals.
All right. Now, Jacksonville goes to Denver to play the Broncos. What you see, Steve? What you see?
Jacksonville. If you had Trevor Lawrence on your fantasy team last week, how many people would have started Trevor Lawrence last week?
Nobody.
6 touchdowns.
Yeah, unheard of. And in a lot of leagues, he was on the waiver wire.
Yeah, 6 touchdowns. And if you had Trevor Lawrence and Etienne, because you know how we like to do quarterback, running back, Etienne had 6 touchdowns. That's 90 points in fantasy between those two guys.
That's crazy.
9-0. They're playing the Broncos in Denver.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be snow and cold. It's going to be cold weather in Denver. Jacksonville's not a cold weather team. I'm taking the Broncos.
All right. I'm taking the Jaguars for the upset.
Whoa, that's
yes, sir.
Okay.
Now we got 2 8-6 teams where I believe this is going to be the one of the games of the week. Okay. Steelers going there to Detroit to play the Lions.
Okay, well,
I'm taking the Lions off top.
Yeah, I got Lions too. He just needs that one more win to get that winning season, get that 9 wins. I think that's all Tomlin really needs at this point, get that 9 wins. He'll get that next week. This week, he's going to lose the Lions. I got Lions too.
All right, then we go to I consider an easy game and the steal of the week if you want to make some money. Take the Texans over the Raiders. Raiders going there to Texas to play the Texans. Who you taking, Steve?
Man, that's not even a question. I'm paying the Texans every day of the week.
All day long.
Man, the Raiders are hard.
That's money right there. Now, Sunday Night Football, which should be a big game, but I done lost so much faith in this team. The Patriots go in there to Baltimore to play the Ravens. I'm taking the Patriots. Who you taking, Steve?
I have no faith in Lamar Jackson. I gotta go to the Patriots too. I just don't have faith in them. I don't know what they're doing. They could win the game if they do it right. It's like your Panthers. If they just run the damn ball 35 times, they'll win the game. But they won't do it. I don't understand it.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so.
And Monday night, the 49ers going to Indianapolis to play the Colts. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a cold one.
It's going to be a cold. Well, no, it's in the dome, so it don't matter. It's going to be a dome game. So that being said, being in the dome, I want to take the Colts with the upset so bad, but the 49ers just keep winning games.
Rivers?
I want to take them so bad.
Take them.
I just can't. I can't. It's the 49ers just find ways to win.
Okay, he woke up then.
So and I need McCaffrey to go well on my fantasy team too. So
yeah, there you have it.
So that's really my only motivation is
there it is.
Yeah, I was that I got McCaffrey and I got you imagine on one team I got McCaffrey and I had the quarterback, the running back for the Colts. How did I get both of them on a team? My 2 running backs are McCaffrey and Jonathan Taylor.
Hey, I'm pretty sure I'm in one of those leagues. I don't want to hear from
that team. I had a bye this week. I finished in first place in that league.
So. Everybody overlooked that.
Man.
Hey, but thank you guys for tuning in. And if you didn't know, let's give an update.
What's that? We got one before we go. We have one update we got to talk about real quick. One of the great boxers of this era has announced his retirement today. Bud Crawford. This is news that just came out in the last couple hours.
Going out on a high note, huh?
Now, there's 2 ways of looking at this. Number one, is he really retired? We know the history with boxers in retirement. I mean, I think Pacquiao's retired about 10 times. Our guy Mayweather's retired about 5 times. Do you really think Crawford's never going to fight again?
When he needs some money, he'll be back.
Okay, all right. That's kind of where I am.
That's how it works in boxing.
But in the respect to him, because he made it clear this is his last fight. He's retired. He said he has nothing else to fight for. 42-0, 31 knockouts, 5 weight classes champion. 3 of them he was the undisputed champion. Nobody else in history has done that. Is he a top 5 all-time fighter? Do you put him in your top 5?
You got to.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this last fight over Canelo when he was way smaller than him to get that title. I think that's the final. That you had to put in the top 5.
So. Well, my hat's off to him. Yeah. Good luck in all his endeavors. Mm-hmm. And we thank you guys for tuning in to Blow the Whistle Sports. And before we got here, the score of the game right now is 94 Spurs, 89 Knicks. It's going into the fourth quarter. Wow. Down to it's gonna be one of those buzzer beaters right there. It's gonna be one of those buzzer beaters.
I got so excited today, I forgot all about the NBA Cup. Once we got into the NFL, I totally forgot about basketball.
That's how it works. The NFL magic, the shield, shield.
The NBA Cup, I totally forgot about it. So I'm gonna go watch the fourth quarter right now.
And this show was pre-recorded for you guys' viewing pleasure.
Yes.
But still, please hit that like button. Drop those comments. We do respond. And thank you for tuning in and thank you for loving the show.
Yes. And please let us know, was Packard right in his assessment on the Carolina coach? Give me your comments. Do you agree with Packer's assessment on the Carolina coach?
They know I'm right, Steve.
No, I like to hear what the people, I like to go back and listen to what the people have to say.
Peace out to y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out.